Exactly. All right. Hello, hello. How's it going? It's
Hey,
Community Greatness. It is what it is. August what?
11th.
August 11th. And show Community Greatness is open week this week. We have no one on this week to talk to. So
We're the
today I
stars.
decided, yeah, I decided to have an open conversation about fitness, health, hard work, dedication. This week has been crazy, crazy, crazy,
Yeah.
crazy. I've been getting a lot of requests. I had a friend hit me up from San Diego. He's a personal trainer. He works for 24-hour fitness, and I learned how to eat right. He
Cool.
taught me how to eat right. He taught me about nutrition. His name is Gary Dixon. So you people out there, a good trainer in San Diego, hit him up. 24-hour fitness. I don't know which 24-hour fitness he worked for, but knowledgeable trainer, knows a lot. We're going to link up. He's going to come to Vegas here soon, or I'm going to go to San Diego. Well, all this traveling that I'm going to be doing soon. And we're going to do a video together. We've been talking about it. Uh, my nephew, he even asked me, hey, Uncle, when are you going to do a workout DVD or video or something? So I'm going to hop on that. And I'm going to do that, put it out there on my YouTube channel, Improve You Fitness. And you'll be able to, or I'm going to put it on our Committed to Greatness. We have a
Yeah.
YouTube channel. You can hit us up on there. And I might, I don't know. I might, I went to ask him, obviously, uh, about his YouTube channel, so you might be able to catch me. I have to figure out what
Oh,
uh, YouTube channel he's going to create. So
cool.
we're going to do that. And this week, training for me, I actually I've been doing the squat challenge. Thanks,
Yeah.
Shelly. It's been helping a lot because I'm not able to make it to the gym. I've been doing squats and crunches and push-ups,
Oh, nice.
and I've been sore. So it's always good to take
So it
some
worked.
time off from the gym. I did like 500 chair squats, and my legs are still sore. And I did that
Wow,
2 days
yeah.
ago. And I was just thinking, like, man, you do not need any weight really to get a
No.
good workout on. You can get a workout on in the comfort of your home. I did it right here in my house. Uh, and
I haven't used weights since May.
it's amazing. I can train. I know I can train anybody, but I know I can train a person without any weights
Yeah.
and make them sore. Because if I could squat, I could put up. I don't know. It's 325 easily on squats. I could rep out with that
Uh-huh.
and not be as sore because I'm not doing as many reps.
Yep.
I'm maybe doing 8 to 10 reps, 325. But
Right.
now I did 20 chair squats, you know, uh, touching
It
my
starts
butt
to
on the
burn pretty
chair.
quick.
Yeah, it burned pretty quick. I do 20 to 25 reps. I really rep out, get
Yep.
a lot of reps in, and I feel myself, actually working harder than I would be working by doing 6 to 8 reps with 325.
Yeah.
So it's crazy how the benefit that you don't need resistance to actually work your muscle and build muscle. And my legs have been looking pretty, pretty, pretty spiffy over here. Chair squats. Just get in the chair, putting it behind you, keeping your trunk up straight, uh, touching your butt on the chair, and then coming back up. You'll be amazed how squats, regular body squats, will help. So
I
thanks
started
for.
mixing them up. I was doing jump squats,
Mhm.
was doing sumo squats, um, Bulgarian squats, uh, just kind of mixing them up because there were so many. Mix them up.
Mm. I didn't try. Well, you know what? The first time I did it, I went. I did full body squats. I did all the way down. I basically
Yeah.
did ass to grass
Yep.
without the chair.
The right
And
way.
I was super sore. Then I said, okay, let me change it up. Like my hip flexors were sore.
Yeah.
Uh, like my glutes were sore doing the deep squat. When I did the chair squats, my quads and my low back, like my
Yeah.
back, because I believe when you're doing the chair squats, keeping your trunk up, because now you usually
It's not a natural movement.
not a natural, because you really want to, when you sit in a chair, you normally want to sit back on the chair. So if you're coming back up, you know, you ask your trunk is forward.
Hmm.
So you have to, kind of keep your trunk from going too far forward, because then, you won't be doing a proper squat. So keeping your trunk up works your lower back. And, that's what I figured out just by doing chair squats. Because you know how people slouch. You're ready to
Yeah.
sit down and slouch here, slouch forward
Yep.
instead of stand up straight. You stand up straight works lower back. So I figured
Yep.
out like my lower back was sore, as well as my quads were sore. Even my hamstrings was a little sore just
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
sitting in the seat, doing a proper squat. So
If you don't come all the way up, you're keeping them under tension too. So.
yeah, yeah. And I did do that a couple sets. I did like 500 of them. I did like 500. That's what really got me once I started heading to like higher reps.
Yeah.
So we started working. So people out there, you don't need to be putting 100, 300 pounds on your back, like me or anybody else out there to actually build your legs up, build your calves, build a nice round butt. Which people are like, oh, how to build my butt? Women, how to build my butt? Chair squats, regular body squats will do the job. You just have to do them right. If you do them
Yep.
right, you will get some benefit.
No little
Do it
bit.
now.
No cheater squats.
Yes, and we will. Hopefully, we'll be able to get on here and show you guys some how to do some squats, and maybe you can show them, Shelly.
How
Yeah.
did I see that coming?
Yeah. Well, look at I don't have enough room. You got the gym over there. I'm not in the gym today. I don't think I'm able to show you too much, but next week. Oh yeah, did I tell you guys next week I'm going to be in LA?
Yay.
So I'm going to be doing the show from Marriott Hotel, gym, I guess wherever the heck I'm gonna be at. I
Hi
don't even
guys.
know.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey, yeah, I
uh,
heard that you're gonna be in LA. That's pretty exciting.
yeah, I'm gonna be over there for a week, so I'm gonna do the show with Michael from LA, somewhere in the hotel gym, because that's where I'm gonna be at. I'm gonna have to find out where the gym at. So, officially a part-time employee of UFC, so they're gonna be paying me to come in to train in their gym here in Vegas. So, pretty pretty excited. I'm
Very
privileged to be a part of their team now and see, meet the fighters and meet other people that come in there and see how they train.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna bring the muscle to the UFC.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You want to say that? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'll be going over there to get certified in a couple certifications. Kim, you probably already got them.
I don't know which one.
TRX.
Actually, I don't.
No, they got
No.
a new system out. They
Yeah.
got a new TRX system. The owner, he told me, yeah, it's the same. It's a different certification. So I'm gonna get
Okay.
two TRX certifications, strength and conditioning and uh, kettlebell, which I already got, but I think this is a new type of training system. Over there in LA, it's like all the newest,
Oh yeah.
of the newest. That some stuff we probably already know, but a different method on how to work
Mhm.
the system, the machine. Because I'm already kettlebell certified, but this, I don't know, it's a new type of system that they was telling me about that's the standard in the fitness industry now. So
a combination maybe of TRX and kettlebell, or?
I'm thinking that, we've been having these, what is it, the suspension band, like for the boxers, they use it. It's kind of like a resistant band.
Right.
Workouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's learning how to use that and utilize the TRX and other resistant band workouts.
Okay.
At least that's what the owner was telling me. Like they want the top of the line trainers, they want the top of the line certifications, and it's like, LA basically has all the top trainers that's, kind of teaching these classes and bringing new people in, and you paid a lot of money for it, because I found out how much money this crap costs, and I'm like, look, I don't know if I'd be paying for it, but luckily, they're paying for it.
Yeah, all those certifications aren't cheap.
No.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
and
definitely
you have
not.
to continue your education, so.
Yeah. And I've been thinking about actually getting more certifications, but I've just been wondering, all right, which one to be, best for me to get at the time. So
Well, you have to let us know what you think of the certification.
it's going to be real entertaining, because we're going to have people all over the country there. It's going to be a lot of people there.
Yeah.
That come in. Who knows? He said it's going to be a lot of trainers from around the country that come in. That's going to be in these classes. So who knows who I meet there? Who knows? And how much I'm gonna learn from the other guys that's in the class too. So
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, exciting. So just trying to pick up more knowledge and more stuff to share on here, more stuff that I learned. I share with you guys.
And then you can demonstrate.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm not in the gym today, so I'm not in the gym. So, but we were talking about the squats, squat challenge, and how regular squats without no weight will help you build nice legs better than putting 325. Like I said, I do squats. I can do 300 and some pounds, but only for like 6 to 8 reps. But I did the squat challenge, what Shelly had, and I was like sore. I'm still sore just from doing it. And it's still like amazing on how just regressing your progress. Like, you want to progress, get stronger. All guys, want to get stronger, get bigger legs, but just the regression of using no weight and doing a proper squat can help you build nice, sexy legs.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, you can build nice legs with your own body weight, that's for sure. But I prefer actually to lift with weight, but I have a lot of my clients do body weight stuff and get them some great results just through that as well. So, just doing the movements itself with correct form is crucial. So teaching somebody how to do that, or watching somebody that knows what they're doing, you need to learn how to do it so you protect those knees and you target the muscles. The squats, lunges are some of the best exercises, and deadlifts for those lower body muscles. Not to mention that the lower body are your largest muscles in your body, so they're going to burn calories as well and burn fat. So it's important to work them. I train a lot of my girls a lot of times with their legs, leg focus, just because I know they're going to get the most bang for their buck.
Yeah.
Walking out with some of the nicest legs.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are easy to mess it up if somebody's not working with you on the form. Like, you can do some damage quickly.
Absolutely. Yeah, most people I start with have horrible form with lunges, and they, oh my gosh, I can't do a lunge because of my knee.
Got knees out here and toes over here and everything.
Knees in and,
once Bambi on ice.
Once they learn how to do it correctly, though, they look awesome. And I'm always so impressed how well they pick it up and retain that information.
Once your body kind of feels it, it sticks, I think.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's nothing that you retain overnight, that's for sure. But with somebody that knows what they're doing to teach you, they can definitely, as I like to say, brainwash you until you got it down.
And one thing I think I learned, I know Shelly was talking about doing chair squats and how your trunk will actually lean forward. You know how people sit down in a chair and they slouch, or they sit down anyway, they don't come back. Well, they end up leaning forward, the trunk leaning forward. And then when you do a squat and you put the weight on your back, and this used to happen to me when I found out squats was not only leg, it was a lot of back involved. Now my back is like huge because all I do is do a lot of pull-ups and I work back same as I work legs, because I kind of ignored the fact that squats was actually working my back. Now when I do squats, I'm more conscious of keeping my trunk up and not slouching. So when I do put weight on my back, I'm not so ready to fall forward, you know, to go forward with the weight.
Yeah, you want to stick that chest up, shoulders back, arch the low back, push your booty back. But, you know, so many times people, I'm so like keen on like I can see a mistake or something I'd like to fix like a mile away with my clients, and they're always quite surprised because I'll be like, stop using your torso, let's use your legs. They'll be just balancing the upper body. Like, especially if I have them pulse, you know, they're like, this hurts. But get the
your legs are perfectly stationary.
And they're just moving their back. Like, no, get your chest up. Get the legs. Let's get deep into those glutes.
And it's like that. You made it like a valid point there, because people, I think, they get so ready to like they watch these YouTube videos and they see guys lifting this heavy weight, and they get into so much into the weight that they lose their form. Then it's like a, you know, up and down with the the back. They losing control instead of leaning back into the squat. You know, driving from your heels and doing how you're supposed to do it. That's why I said, you know, just without any weight, learning how to do a proper squat, then adding the weight on.
Yeah, even just get a bench underneath your butt, and you know, so you can guide yourself. Do a box squat, and you know, then you'll actually learn that range of motion. Plus, you're going to learn that you have your balance. So in case you do fall, you're going to have something to catch you. You know, but it definitely does help, and it definitely works, because even with a chair or a bench behind a lot of my clients, when I'm teaching them, they still want to hyperextend the knee. So you still have to let them kind of trust themselves and push their butt further back and chest up, so they can really just come straight down into that bench. But it is definitely a learned technique. But
Well, no, I think another thing with the squats, I think people are too readily to do them so quick instead of, like you said, maybe you do a couple pauses just to get the form right, instead of doing it so quick that you just lose all your form, you lose everything. I see that a lot. I was the same way. Okay, like I'm gonna pump these out real quick and not get the form. Don't go deep enough. You know.
And you know, there's a time and place for partial reps, and you know, you can really focus on that quad a little differently if you're doing those partials versus getting a little deep. Typically, I go 90-degree angle. I won't go anything lower than that. But I occasionally, I have 1 day a week right now, I'm starting to do some partials, which I can really target the quads a little bit better than the hamstrings. And of course, you can go a lot heavier when you're doing those partials, but your range of motion is quite a bit smaller. But definitely a time and place for all kinds of different squats.
What's the best exercise for you think for women to get a bigger butt? These are the questions I get all the time in the gym. I know you probably everybody get down. I get it so much that it's like overbearing now. So.
I mean, I'm a firm believer in the squat, and that is I mean, it's not the only thing I do for the butt, but that is one of my signature moves, I like to say, for the glutes. That and step ups on a high bench. You guys know I love step ups, and I make all my clients do that. But I do some specific glute workouts, and guess what? Mostly they're good old-fashioned floor work, so fire hydrants and straight leg kick-ups. And, you know, I do have a machine. It's actually a leg press machine at our gym, but I use it backwards so I can hit the glutes with weight. So I'll put my heel. That's another trick. Like, some people will see me do it, and and then try to mimic it, but they don't have that right form. So it's really about having that foot in the right placement. So you want to put that heel closer to the edge of that plate so I can really drive up through the glutes and kind of hold and pause. Because if you have your foot flat on there and really high up, you're not going to get the glutes like you can, like if I want you to. So just learning your body positioning and where your foot should be versus your heel, that's all huge. Like there are times when I'm doing some side leg lifts where I'll drive that heel, just kind of tilt it just a little bit so I can get more in the medium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the one.
So,
really all about foot and body mechanics.
Mm-hmm. So is that the glute kickback you're talking about? The cable extension?
No, I do it on there too, but it's actually just a leg press machine. Do you want me to kind of demonstrate?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have the machine here, but I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about in a standing position. So
okay.
Bear with me. So if you're kind of like here, you're kind of pressing your heel and you press it back.
Yep.
So right through here. And the key really is to kind of keep that heel right on the edge of the plate. So I'm driving it up and I'm holding and squeezing, and I can really get into the glute. Pretty nice. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's the same thing if I were to do that same movement on the floor. So just for an example, if you were kind of right here, you just kind of drive it straight up.
Yep.
Right through there. And kind of what I like to say is you're almost like balancing a glass of water on your foot. So a lot of people get really sloppy with that form and they kind of just do more of a, like a kick. So I really want you to kind of stay more.
You got to keep those hips even too.
Yeah.
Not. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you stay more controlled with that movement, I can get so much better into that muscle. Mm-hmm. And then if you're really, strong enough, you can add some ankle weights, or I've put my hand on top of a person's foot before just to add resistance. So you can do all kinds of different things to make it fun. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you said squats.
Oh, yeah.
Step ups and the kickbacks. But what would that necessarily be, a kickback or a kick up?
I call it a kickback. So,
yeah.
Okay.
But you can do all kinds of different variations of that same move. So I can do a straight leg kick up or kickback. And that I keep my toe pointed and long, and I keep that leg long. So I don't have, that's the other kind of mistake. Like some people do that exercise is that they keep that leg really floppy and then it's just kind of going up and down. And that type of movement, you really want it to be very still and stiff. So you don't really want any movement except coming from that glute.
Yep.
So I keep the toe pointed and I keep it like a straight leg, just up and down without this type movement.
Yeah.
Okay, so the weights, how would you utilize the weights on there? Because that's the problem that I had with the exercise. I would get people to do that in the gym, but I would have to, I don't know, sometimes it'd be no weight. So how would you implement like resistance without your hand?
Yeah, with those movements, and I do a lot of those, I use my body weight with those, but I do more of circuit style, and trust me, you don't really need a lot of weight for this if you do it right. But I'll do it more as kind of a circuit, so I might do 15 reps with a straight leg, then I might do right into the same leg doing a 15 fire hydrants and 2 circles and circles back, and then maybe a kick to the side. So I'm doing like a whole series of like 3-4 different moves, which turns out to be about anywhere from maybe like 40 to 80 reps on one leg. So it's just boom, boom, boom. You don't stop. And then I kind of rest that hip, stretch it out for a second. I go right to the other side. And with myself, I personally kind of recover fast, so I just go right into the other side. But a lot of times people need, at least 30, 60 seconds to recover and then go back on the other side. And honestly, reps for everybody is going to be different, as you know. So some people might only be able to do 15 repetitions versus maybe I'm doing 30 per move. So.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm definitely I gotta take that out of your book. I write that down as the Kimmy Bug glute exercise.
Yeah, I'm
right now. See, I got a pencil and pen. Right now.
I love my glute training, trust me. So, and actually I do have a little YouTube clip of one of my glute workouts, And it's very short. It's probably only 30-second long, but it does kind of demonstrate a couple of moves that I put together to basically the same ones I just told you about. I have a client that comes to my house now that has some balance issues and just some body mechanic issues. So I actually have her doing those same exercises standing versus in a kneeling position. So then it protects the knee, doesn't hurt and put pressure on her body. So I can keep her standing and in good form. And basically, have you ever heard of like bar classes? That's kind of what it is. It's good old-fashioned stuff that has been around forever, but it's really effective training that can get into those glutes. And the glutes have all different angles, so I'll kind of work those abductors, and so on as well when I do my glute training. So I might be hitting the abductor machines, or I might be doing just some floor work again. But that is also an area that most men do not train as much as they should either, the adductors. Get on those machines. They're not going to hurt you. They're not just for women. And quite honestly, you're not going to get those same benefits out of squats as you are with those.
Yeah, I think most guys, we're scared to get like a butt, anything like that. Like,
I have some guys that actually want a butt that come to me. So I think, a butt on a guy is just as good as on a girl. It's all about creating balance and symmetry. So guys, you guys want to have legs. Don't just focus on the upper body. We don't want no stilts, muscles on stilts.
No grasshopper legs.
Yeah.
I think when they look at the adductor and the machine, it's like, oh, that's a girly machine. That's for your butt.
I'll tell you what, I'm always impressed when I see a guy on that machine because I'm thinking he knows what he's doing. And there's a few of them at my gym, and I'm always impressed because it's not a machine that's that easy to do, guys. It's a great machine. And you want to work those glutes, you want to work those glutes good, get on those machines and those inner thighs. You'll be working and you'll be sweating.
I'm always on them because I know I have tight flexors, so I'm always on there doing both of the machines, and either I'm warming up on it or I'm finishing my workout.
Yeah, I usually finish my workout on there. But the thing is too, I have some video on that. I kind of use those machines a little differently than your traditional way as well. So on my YouTube page, you will see adductors. I believe I have both of them on there, but I can really get that muscle targeted just a little differently, but it does take a little practice to do it the way I show it. And but it's very effective. Mm-hmm.
So glute training 101.
Slide. I'm going to write a book on glute.
Have you ever used slides before?
I actually have a slide in my house, and I'll show you what else I have. I have some gliding discs.
Yep. That's what I've been using lately.
Yeah, and these are great. You can do upper body, lower body. I don't know if you can see what those are. But I actually, when I first started going to school for fitness, I bought a slide board, and it's in my weight room right here. But this is my home gym, guys. But my slide board was a professional slide board. I think I paid probably about $500 for it when I was about 18 years old. But it was a pretty cool tool because you put on these little booties on your shoes, and you could slide back and forth. So kind of almost like skating, like fast speed skating. Yep. But you can also do things like lunges and so on. But I'll tell you what, these guys work just as good. And they're half the price, right? Well, not even. They're cheap. Yeah. And you can do the same thing, though. If you don't have something like this, I kind of call these Frisbees. So you could get a Frisbee if it's strong enough. Or if you have a wooden floor, you can get some towels and put your feet underneath there and use those too. So
I've used the plastic plates like the kids use because they won't break under your hand. You can put a little pledge on there.
Exactly right. And that's what I tell people they can do. So yeah, this kind of surface isn't going to work on a wood floor. So you would want it on a towel. But these gliding discs, they do make some cloth ones. So if you want for the floor and you want it to be a little bit more professional, you can get those too. But those are great because you can do lunges. And honestly, it puts a person's body in pretty good body positioning for that. And there's a great exercise you can do with this for your glutes and your hamstrings. So it's basically kind of like using a stability ball. I don't know if you are familiar with that move where you have your heels on the ball and you just kind of lift up and roll out. Well, you can do the same thing with this. You can do one leg at a time if you're strong enough. So they're a fun little tool. You can do push-ups on these things.
Yep. I've been great and doing.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Mountain climbing. And I have a video of me doing pikes with like an ab wheel.
Yep.
You can do pikes with these
too.
You put your hands like in a plank position. You got your feet on here, and you just go up. You fold at the middle and come back down. And then at the end, maybe add some mountain climbers.
Yep.
Crazy. You have a good work.
Yeah. Learned a lot today. Learning. Picking up the tips.
Yeah. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, because I get carried away with the weights. I'm not going to lie. I get carried away with the weights, and I just go, okay, I'm all in the weights. I'm this big, tough bodybuilder guy. Just want to pick up weights. But then it's like exercises like that that's really going to work you. Just that.
Yeah. And in my home gym, that's how I train a lot of my clients. When I'm at the gym, I train them a little bit differently. Not that I don't have the same equipment here, but I might have more options and variety there. And there's nothing wrong with training like a bodybuilder or training with those weights. And that's how I actually prefer to train myself.
Yeah.
But it's also fun to have the options and the knowledge to be able to improvise or, show them something more creative and something they can do at home, too.
Yeah.
And they're not
for the girls that are scared of the weights.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
no, I don't want to get big.
Yeah. Not gonna happen. I wish you could.
Have we met?
I've been at this for how many years?
Well, yeah, well, if they eat it, you gotta tell them it's all about the food and nutrition, which they.
But even with the good nutrition, us women, we're not going to get big and bulky. We just don't, most of us. We don't have that testosterone level as you guys do. And I wish I had.
Right.
Not a lot.
Shelly, we talked about this the other day, about Shelly, bodybuilding women and, big women. And, it's a touchy subject talking about, performance enhancing drugs and how, women can take their body to the next level with the help, even men, but definitely women. I have seen, just being in Vegas here around Mr. Olympia time, I've seen some crazy stuff. It was my first year seeing it like last year, and it's like, wow. Like I seen women that had Amazon bodies. I'm like, man, like they were tall and just bigger than a lot of guys, and I was like, man, I don't know about this, but then I'm like, well, they put in a lot of hard work, definitely. But
they
like
do put in the hard work, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You gotta give them credit.
Yeah, but like you said, is not naturally able to get that big.
Yeah.
And
if we were, we would all look that way,
right?
I definitely put in the time in the gym, and my nutrition is good. So, why don't I look that way?
Well, see, that's what it takes, though. If you were to do that, you would be like humongous.
Yeah.
Because your diet is clean and you train intense.
Right. But that's just, if you can use myself as just an example, it's not going to happen. Naturally, I'm not going to look like these women are afraid we're going to turn out to be.
Yeah.
Because I know what I do, and I know the hard work and I put into it. And been at this for, since I've been 18, so it's a long time, guys.
It's the science behind it and experience, definitely.
Yeah, and what I know now versus what I know when I first started, it's a huge difference. And I probably thought I knew so much when I was 18 and getting started, just because I was very strong. But, as we get older and more mature, we take in more advice from people that are more experienced and have better knowledge, and continue with our education. We understand and are willing to take advice so we can reach those goals faster, better, safer, without all the trouble and work, because really it's about working smarter, not harder. So, and I think a lot of times, even just my own experience, I've worked a lot harder than I needed to and probably had half the results that I have now. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
not always about how much time we put into our workouts.
Yeah.
Just quality, or quality, I mean.
Quality, intensity.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things. You know, even with me doing these body squats, it's just doing intense, you know, not taking a lot of breaks, really hitting the muscles hard and being done.
Yeah.
Instead of in the gym. You know, some people are in the gym, do a set, walk around, talk, do a set, walk around, talk. You know.
Yeah, they're playing on their phone and
It's not, you know, check in, check out, check the box. I was here.
I know. Just for an example, today I was doing chest workout today, and I think I had 4 sets into this guy to me, to the right of me, to his one. So like I get in and get out. It's like move on to the next exercise. It's not a waiting game here. So get in, get an effective workout with the right weight for you, depending on how you're training, and get out, or then socialize afterwards, because the gym is a social place. Let's face it, we probably all have a lot of fun at the gym and meet a lot of exciting people, but you still have to put in your work first.
Yeah. But when I'm training, I don't, none of that talking. I don't,
Yeah, me either.
I'm trying to get it. You know,
Hat down low. Nobody sees
I don't. It's crazy because you're in the gym, like out here in Vegas, somebody famous might come in the gym, and I'm still working. I'm like, okay, hey, such and such, just walked into the gym. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, no,
All
nobody
right.
phases me either. So I
Yeah,
don't.
I'm still working.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about you. That's it.
Yeah, they don't understand that.
It's your time. Yeah.
You time. Yeah.
It's your time. That's why I enjoy it so much, and it's why I prefer personally to work out solo with my music, because it gets going, and I don't have to have a conversation. Not that I don't like to talk. You probably can't figure that out, can you? but when I'm working out, I'm all about my workout. I'm very serious. So, you know, I might say hi, then I'm on my way. So no time. It's not about being rude. It's really just about trying to get an effective workout in.
Let them know, Kimmy Bug. Let them know. You're not being rude.
I'm not being rude.
Not being rude. She's not
And
being
it's nothing
rude.
personal.
Yes. Not being rude. Cause I mean, I get that. It's like, oh, you know, you don't act like you got time to talk. I'm like, look.
Yeah.
I got to get down. I got to get busy.
Yeah.
You know?
But, you know, it's interesting what clients, I don't know if you've noticed this, but just people in general, what they notice and that bothers them, like the clinking of weights from people, or, you know, maybe somebody's breathing heavily. And I don't notice any of that when I'm working out. I don't know about you, but I see nothing. The only thing I see is what I'm going to lift next, and maybe surpassing a goal of mine. But so many people get really turned off, maybe, or you know, bothered by these little tiny things, and I'm always like, really? I don't even notice that stuff.
Well, that's how you know you're in the tunnel vision. Like
That's
you
right.
like the Hulk when he's ready to flip over a car.
But that's what I try to teach my clients, is that, you know, it's like, I want you to get in the zone, you know, and just focus what you're there for, because you're going to see so much better results. And who cares about the person next to you or across the room? You know, they don't really mean much to your workout, and I don't think they should really affect your progress either.
That might be a reflection of, like, if you're not having the best workout, if you're getting frustrated with yourself, then everything else kind of, you know.
That definitely can happen too.
Yeah.
I suppose that's why some gyms have what they call the NARC system. What do you call it?
Like alarm?
What is that?
I don't understand that, but it's a gym. It's meant to be loud and crazy and sweaty people.
There's like some gym, like you can't grunt, you can't drop the weights, you can't, you know,
Oh. Wait, Planet Fitness, right?
Yes, right. But, you know, I don't know if they're all quite as crazy, but, you know, to me, I'm there to work out, and I know everybody else is too, or they're supposed to be, but
Yeah.
Some of us are.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you're not there to work out, I don't care. I'm there to work out. So
Just
that's my
don't
point.
get in the way.
Yeah, just don't get in the way, because I have been known to run a few people over. I don't even realize it. Have you ever done that? I've actually worked out once, and I got halfway across from it was when I was doing this crazy circuit type training, and I was on, I think, my 4th round of all my exercises, and I looked down, I'm like, oh, my leg's bleeding. I'm like, what the heck? I looked down, and I really put a gouge in my leg. I mean, I had a big scar for a long time, and I don't even know where I hurt myself. And so luckily I worked there, but now I'm all sweaty, and I didn't want to stop because I'm in the middle of my workout. But I went in to get some paper towel, and I kind of cleaned up my leg, but my leg was all sweaty, so my Band-Aid wasn't sticking very well. But I kept going. But yeah, I really got a big hole in my leg. From what? I don't know. But that's just my point, is I can get so focused in that workout that nothing else matters.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's just adrenaline. You pump, ready to go.
Yeah.
Sometimes you lose. Like, all the thing is, like you said, what's going on with you. You're in the moment. You focus.
Yeah. And, I think that depending on the workout you do, like for me, a lot of it is like, if I have a great leg day, which is always when I do legs, but when I do legs, I get so pumped and so excited that my client that's right after me is going to see the effects. Right. My energy is crazy, and I'm excited, and I'm feeling good. And then that's usually, let's say it's a Monday, and then I might see that same client on Wednesday. My mood's a little bit more mellow, and she's like, oh, it's Wednesday. A little bit calmer. Like, it's because I didn't do legs today. All depends on the body part. But exercise puts me in an awesome mood. And I like to exercise first and then have my clients, because my time is important and it gets me in the right mood for my clients.
Okay. See, I do mine at the end of the day.
Oh, no way.
I totally,
Yeah. See, well, if that works for you, that's great, because that's really what it's about.
When I try and do it in the morning, because I wake up hungry and I eat, and then I feel like crap if I try and work out, and I just can't figure the whole thing out to where it works for me. But I know at the end of the day, I love it. So
yeah. Well, see, my workouts right now are kind of mid-afternoon.
But
my clients come after me. So that's kind of my point. So it wouldn't matter if it was a morning workout or afternoon or evening. I have to work out first. Otherwise, you're not going to like me. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, man.
It just sets the mood right.
Yeah.
If I were to work out after my clients, oh man, my energy would be so much lower. And I'm all about timing. I got to have everything down to the science. So.
All right. Well then, what was I? Next week.
Yeah.
And the week after next, we got special guests. Everybody come on the show, they're special. So
absolutely,
we're special too.
Yeah, well, we all special. I'm not the only one in this box. You put me in this box by myself. So, Mikkel, next week, international fitness cover model. Got a lot of stuff going on. He's going to be on. So we're going to promote him really well.
Yep.
For him to come on and talk. He has a lot of followers on Twitter and Facebook. He got a lot of followers. So, and I know the week after that, we were looking at you, Kim, to bring on Ruben.
I will check. Yeah, I'll see if he can confirm a date.
And that's is
not
really
Roland, who I work with.
I'm like, I know who Roland is, but I'll check with Ruben.
Right. The guy from work I was texting.
That's so funny.
Nutrition. Ruben is a nutritionist, right?
Yes, Ruben is an awesome nutritionist coach. He gets people ready for competition, but he works with people of all fitness levels. So even just people that are stuck in wanting to take it just a little further, but you can't figure out your body, he's the man. I swear, he really has his stuff together, and he can help you fine tune your diet to help you reach those goals. Plus, teach you how to eat some really good meals that taste wonderful. I never thought I could cook what I'm cooking right now. So I'm really excited to be working with Ruben, and definitely see some pretty amazing small progress at this point. So, but any progress is better than no progress, right? And really, it's a slow progress. Everything that we do, no matter who we are, if you're getting real results, typically your progress is going to be slow. So
yeah, you're right. Hey, but you can't keep Ruben on to yourself, Kim. We got to have him on.
I'm trying, because I think you guys would love to see what he can teach you, and of course I think other people would be very interested to hear from him.
Yes. Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely because nutrition is so. I try to preach people like nutrition and what you eat is so important to your body composition and your goals. Man, it's like you try to explain it, but people just don't get it. And I guess somebody like Ruben can really break it down. Because I can break it down, but I can't break it down. I know he can.
Yeah, and I told him, I said, I don't know how you do it, because I don't know about you, CJ, but not all my clients are going to comply with what I tell them for nutrition. And I had 2 that came over today, this morning, and again, I asked them, how was your nutrition this weekend? And they're like, oh, and they start laughing. I'm not going to lie. It wasn't great. So it's like, how do you get a person to listen and follow you on your advice of nutrition? Because you and I know what we're talking about. But sometimes you get clients that just don't want to listen and follow. And unfortunately, it's really a shame, because you're only going to get half the results then. You're not going to you could work out with us 3-5 times a week even and not see results unless you're willing to actually make some kind of sacrifices and changes to your diet, because that's really, like you said, one of the most important things, and people have to be willing to make those changes.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy. I was just talking to my sister, and she said, "Oh, I was thinking about you this morning when I had these pancakes, this bacon and biscuits, and this big old country breakfast from Georgia." And I'm just like, "Yeah." It's like I work out, but I like to eat. And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm glad you thought about me, because I tell her about nutrition all the time.
Yeah.
She's like, "Yes, I know it's just like dedication and hard work and depriving yourself from eating this stuff all the time, but it's hard." It's like,
it is hard, and sometimes people, I think, and of course ourselves too, look at it as maybe some type of deprivation, but really when you see the results, it's worth it, And this weekend I had a birthday party I hosted at my house. I had all kinds of food and cake, and I had company until yesterday, so I had to feed them breakfast and a couple meals. Well, guess what? I didn't have hardly any of that. Like, I had all my meals preset and pre-made, and I may have snuck out and grabbed what I needed to. But the point is that, I'm not going to not entertain people or be around people that are maybe indulging with things that I might not be currently eating. But I also understand what it does to my body if I were to get off of my plan. I'm not going to see those results. And to me, it's not worth it. Occasionally, fine, if it's scheduled in. But to me, I'd rather stick to my plan and get to my next result or next goal. Mm-hmm.
Wow. You're such a good girl when it comes to that. I know other people probably would break.
Yeah, it's hard. We had
it seems like every time I see something that I'm like, oh gosh, I'm just going to eat it. Like, I get it in my mouth and it is not good.
Not as good as you thought.
Or like I'll eat it and then I feel like crap and I'm like, that totally was not even worth it.
It wasn't worth it.
Totally not even worth it. So next time, skip.
That's right. You know, when I was much, much younger and getting into this, I had this phrase that I followed, and I kind of still remember it like yesterday, but I used to tell people all the time, why pay to be fat?
Yeah.
And that was just, you know, it might be cruel words, whatever, but that was just how I always looked at like junk food. Why pay to be fat? Like, why am I going to put 50 cents in this vending machine, for example? For
Yeah.
what? For what purpose? I'm going to do what for my body? Nothing. Nothing positive.
That's hilarious. That's the same thing that I said when I quit smoking. I'm not paying you to die.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm out.
Yeah. And look at things like that and kind of make sense of it. Why would you? Why would you pay for cigarettes? You know, why would you put that money towards something that isn't going to benefit you? What is the pros out of spending that money? You know, if money isn't a motivator, I don't know.
Yeah. Especially now, what are cigarettes, like $6 or something?
Or seven.
Wow.
Something.
Too much.
Yeah.
Too
much.
much.
$1 too much, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way too much.
Not worth it.
Wow. So
And I
y'all
know
like
people struggle with that.
y'all like the female terminators over there. Y'all just terminate on site. No, I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you know, I think that sometimes that works for people and sometimes it doesn't. But I think you have to have a strong mind frame for something like that to work.
You just have to decide, you know.
You have to decide. You have to make the
Yeah.
choice. We all can make choices. And I know that smoking, for example, is very hard for people to quit. I've never smoked, but I understand that it can be very hard. And, you know, it still comes down to a choice if you're going to do it or not. And you can quit and you can do anything you want to do as long as you're willing to put the effort into it. You got to clear your mind.
Yep.
And then you'll succeed.
Free your mind, right?
Decide, just stick to your decision. Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, if you're around negative influences, maybe other people are smoking, for example, or eating junk food and you can't stop yourself, you can't feel like you can't say no, then get up and leave the situation and find something else to do. You know, I cleaned a lot during this party.
Yeah.
I was constantly picking up plates and washing dishes or whatever.
Right.
Entertaining, you know, because it just kept my mind occupied, you know. So find something else to keep your mind occupied with.
Yep.
Even around temptation.
Keep your hands busy, then they're not doing something. Yeah.
Yep. And maybe even a journaling, you know, journaling about it. For me, myself, guess what I did before the party? I made a little note to Ruben. And I complained and I said, just bear with me. I'm venting. And, you know, I'm just kind of saying, I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep my hands out of the chips. But I did. So, you know, just helping, having him there, knowing that he's there kind of supporting me, even though he's not right next to me, you know, it really does he did. He made a comment that kind of stuck to me, you know, that day, just kind of being strong versus weak, because, you know, basically you're not going to get your results being weak, right? So if my mind is weak and I cave to eating this junk food, well, I wasn't very strong. So strong isn't always about the muscle. It's about the mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Always about mind over the matter.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we're almost to the top of the hour. Almost. And we were talking a lot about glutes, squat, exercises, and nutrition, definitely. Next week, Mikkel, I hope I'm saying his name right, but I think that's it. But we have him on next week. Pretty interesting. Yeah, he got a lot of stuff going on. He has tons and tons of sponsors, tons of information. He actually sent me, and he's featured in the magazine. He has a workout that he's doing.
Oh.
And maybe I can send that to you or show you guys.
Yeah.
You know, him featured in the magazine. and sport. What is it? Muscle and Fitness
Mhm.
magazine. I'm gonna make it into that magazine. That's
Yeah.
one of my goals, to make it into that magazine.
See, there you
So,
go.
and I
Mine.
told him that. I said, yeah, I'm gonna make it in there, but it's just like when though. It's just timing right now. He's on the cover. I said, man,
That's
you
awesome.
know, he's pretty. He's a tall guy. I think he's like 6'3", 230. So he's
Okay.
kind of ripped, type, buff, tall guy, you know.
Mhm.
And he definitely has a physique, cover model physique. You know, he look like he stays ripped year round. You know, just talking to him a little bit, he stays in condition, and I think that's why. You know, it's like we were talking about hard work and dedication and staying on his nutrition and stuff, and that's why he stays in cover model shape year round. But I definitely can't wait to talk to him and have him on here to give us some advice. And I think his wife is actually a trainer or a fitness competitor, so get a lot of knowledge from them two. They're a couple, so
Yeah.
definitely. And then Kim, if you can get Ruben on, and we can talk this nutrition talk, because it's gonna get very, very serious
Yeah, absolutely.
that week.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So.
And it,
All right, we're gonna wrap up the show. Anything?
All
Kim?
right.
have a great week, guys, and stay focused on your goals and your nutrition, because that's really where it's at.
Okay. What about you, Shelly?
Just keep your focus. Do your squats right.
That's right.
Yeah.
I have a
Squat
video
challenge.
on YouTube about doing a proper form on squat too. So you can
good.
do that. Yes.
Okay. So
Teach
go to
some
Kimmy
slides.
Bugs
Was that?
YouTube. You can see the video on squats. And what did you
Yeah.
say, Shelly?
I said get some slides.
Oh yeah.
Slides
The
too.
gliding.
Woohoo!
Maybe we can do a demonstration of how to use these.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting for y'all to be my demonstration girls.
I got lots of stuff to demonstrate.
Yeah.
But that means you got to do it too.
Right.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, well, yeah, I will be available to do it too. But you guys are the pros and the professionals or whatever. So if you want to, yeah, how to do squats, you go to Kimmy Bugs YouTube, and she has videos on there. And if you go to proveyoufitness.com, you can go to my YouTube, Prove You, and I have a couple videos on there. You watch. I gotta update it. I know I gotta put up more videos. We're working on it now. Me and my friend from San Diego, he hit me up, said, "Hey, I seen your YouTube. We got to get together." He doesn't have a YouTube yet, but he's an awesome trainer. He taught me a lot. We're gonna link up. I gotta head over to San Diego, and he was like, "Hey, stay near the beach, and we could just do all this fun stuff." And I'm just like, "Okay, okay."
Yeah, do a beach exercise.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna go and do exercises and put them on YouTube. So, but that's this week's show, and next week, same time, same place. Committed to Greatness. 2 thumbs up. See ya.